Yeah. Hey guys, Engineer Wannabe here with my friend Torin. So we were a little late there. We were chit-chatting in the background and kind of lost track of time. So yeah, it's good to see you all. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Happy holidays / happy family time to those who don't. I fall under the category of not celebrating, which is kind of what we were chatting about. Um, Clayton and I kind of talked about that too. We recorded a Watchdog podcast earlier today. That was a
Oh,
lot of
cool.
fun. So, yeah, good to see you, Torin. How are
Thank you.
you? How was your Christmas? And what's on your wrist?
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all. It's kind of busy for me. I was hosting the family Christmas dinner today, so people left about 20 minutes ago. Lots of cooking, lots of shared memories, so it was
Yeah,
really nice. And
yeah.
on the wrist today, it's my first Christmas with the white
Oh, yeah.
bridge. Although, since we're on full screen, I want to ask you a question about the white birch. I don't know
Yeah,
if
of
you
course.
experienced this when you owned it,
Yeah.
because it got dirty um, when I was doing a lot of Christmas preparations.
Okay.
So I actually used this just eyeglass cleaner, right, to on the washcloth
Okay.
to clean the crystal. And something weird happens to the Dell when you do that. Maybe if you go full screen again, I'll just
Oh, yeah.
so yeah. If I start rubbing it, right,
Yeah.
all of a sudden the dial turns blue.
Oh no. You didn't. You
Yeah,
didn't.
sorry, I had to get you back. Yeah, so my
Oh,
Christmas gift to myself is
you
actually the SLGA 007.
beautiful. Oh, congrats, man. That's so
And for
exciting.
some reason now I have both.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that's big. Good job.
Thanks,
How
man.
how'd the purchase go? What happened?
Yeah, so I went to your authorized dealer.
Yeah.
This is a watch I was asking one of the sales reps, if when it was going to come in, if I could check it out. And it actually came in at the beginning of this week on Monday. They had a few. They
Yeah.
just they didn't even put them on display. They just kind of kept them safe. And I
Yeah.
asked, would it be okay if I come in later, because I didn't make it into the store until Thursday, so the
Okay. Yeah.
23rd. Um, and he was gracious enough to just kind of hold one for me. And I was trying I was considering maybe trying to trade the white birch for it, but at the time they won't even take trades on the on the Lake Sua.
Yeah.
They're basically, because they have a waiting list of people, so they're just like, if you want it, just kind of, you're gonna have to pay for it. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I pulled the trigger on it. Kind of a big purchase, and it might displace some of the watches in my collection. I'm really tempted just to keep the white birch, but it might also displace the white birch, because honestly, the wearing experience is quite similar. It's essentially the same case and bracelet, but
Yeah.
I do prefer the blue dial, and I love a good spring drive, especially with the 5-day power reserve,
Yeah.
and the power reserve meter on the back of the dial is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or back of
Oh
the
man.
case, yeah. Did you see that yet?
The Sua? Oh,
The
the
case back.
yeah. Let me go full screen on you again. Yeah.
Uh,
Very nice.
yeah,
Yeah. 9RA5.
A2.
A2.
Yeah, because the power reserve is on the back, so it's a 9R A2, I
Oh.
believe.
Okay. Okay.
Although you're the expert, so I don't know.
Yeah, let me double check that actually,
Yeah,
because
you
I
double
always thought
check
it was
that.
a 9RA5.
And if you're interested,
Maybe I'm wrong.
I spent yesterday getting a lot of footage on it. So on my
Yeah.
YouTube channel, I'm going to be putting out the first review that I know of. It's a head-to-head comparison between the White Birch and the Lake Sua, in
Right.
case anyone wants to check it out.
Yeah, you're right. By the way, it's 9RA2. Good job. Oh
I
man,
mean,
that's so exciting. that's, that's incredible. I'm really happy for you, Torrin.
yeah, I wasn't sure if you got wind of it or not, because like I know you talk to your AD a lot, so it's
I knew it was coming. I did I didn't want it. Um, Mainly because I don't have any watches I would want to give up for it. Um,
Wow, yeah, and I tried to give up watches for it,
yeah,
but you just had to
yeah,
buy it.
yeah, yeah. And there's no way I'm dropping that kind of dough right now. So
Yeah, that
no,
it kind of hurt, but
yeah,
I
you're,
think
you're
I'll recoup those funds, with some other watches leaving the
y-
collection.
yeah, man, that's great. I like that watch so much more than the white birch. And the white birch is great. I do really like the white birch, but that that watch is, oh man,
It's a
the
home run. It's honestly a
yeah,
home run. Like
yeah, the dial is
the
just,
dial, I
oh,
like it better. I find it's a little bit more legible, and blue is my favorite color. So,
yeah,
and spring drive, I do really like a good spring drive too. So I
yeah,
kind of prefer the sweep like over the high beat, even though the high beat's still pretty smooth.
yeah. Oh man, good stuff. Oh, and still I'm still on cloud nine right now. It's really good to see you all in the chat. I'll do my wristwatch check after checking in with everyone. Good to see you, Dan. How's it going? Merry Christmas to everyone again. Bill, how are you? Good to see you. Glad there are some of you guys here with us. It's nice to spend this time together. So, um, James, how's it going? And Joey's here. Merry Christmas, Joey. We got Wilson. Good to see you. And Chaz and Easy Clayton, our other buddy with the Lake Sua. Oh man, it's so
Nice.
good.
That's great.
Keith is here too. Apparently caught up on 2 streams and a podcast episode today, and I was on all of them. Wow, cool. I'm surprised you're still here, Keith. But hey, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Um, Ken Spear is here. And let's see, Justin, how's it going? Wilson is I guess this is where this is where it happened.
Yeah, that's the moment. Yeah.
I knew the second you pulled it up and I saw the darker dial. I know you were on full screen. I was like over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, Man, that was good. Uh, Great reveal, man. That was
I had to get you back for all the times you like dropped bombs on us.
yeah, yeah. Hey, that's great. MD Chaz, how's it going? Young Excellency is here too. Hey, man, feels like we haven't chatted in a while. Good to see you. Um, yep, pulled a Sanjay on a Sanjay. Torin has become the bigger GS super fan. Yep, I
I
can
don't know
see
about that.
that. In MD Chaz is stock up on 22 mil straps. Torin has a lot of those, right? You got a lot of those.
I do, but I don't have a lot that I would know would pair well with this watch yet. But I'm gonna start trying later this week.
Yeah.
If you have any
Oh, yeah.
recommendations, because like you have some great straps for your Grand Seikos.
Yeah, not a lot of 22s though. And
Yeah,
yeah, for blue dial, it's kind of easy to pair up. Hmm. Maybe a burgundy. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. That
yeah,
kind of dynamic blue dial. It's it's thought provoking.
yeah, for sure.
uh, Rest in peace, White Birch, says Chaz. Stop
Wow.
using logic. uh, Ken Spear says his wife surprised him with the Yemen Rallygraph Panda. Cool. And G-Shock Mudmaster. Wow. Great gift.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. Uh, Young Excellency likes the Skeltonized rotor, so easy visibility of the power reserve. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I do like the way the rotor is skeletonized in like a leaf pattern. I find that very beautiful. Um, yeah. Goes with the flow or the theme. Hey, Marat's here as well. Good to see you. Wearing his Zenit Chronomaster Sport with the white dial. Great choice.
Wow, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
actually saw a Chronomaster at the AD, but it was a precious metal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
They
was really nice.
I think they're holding a couple. I feel like they have a couple. It's on their website, so maybe they
Okay,
sold them
if
to
they
the
are, it
tour.
wasn't displayed, but they
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
holding it. Yeah.
yeah. They'd probably be in the back. Um, Philly Watchman wearing the Doppelchrono, very cool. Uh, Dan's wearing the John Mayer G-Shock. Great
Your
choice.
favorite.
Yeah, great choice, Dan. Um, all right. Yeah, scroll down to the bottom here, and Chaz. Oh, Keith is homesick. Oh, I'm sorry, Keith. Hope you get well soon. All right, so on my wrist is actually a Grand Seiko as well. So welcome
Oh, very nice.
to Christmas night Grand Seiko, and it is the winter, the one the white birch made way for. So yeah, on a deluxe blue.
Yeah, that's a good strap pairing.
Yeah, thank you.
And I saw your review of the Artem straps, which is cool.
Yeah, I saw your state of the collection. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, thank
I
you.
yeah, it. I'm usually driving when I listen to it, and I was like, okay, I gotta remember to comment and congratulate Torn on this video, and I get to work and I'm going through the workday and I'm like, oh, I forgot to comment on Torrent's video, and I
Yeah,
get home, I was like, oh, I forgot to comment on Torrent's video. I feel so bad, but just I hope you know that I do watch all your videos.
thanks.
Um,
I mean, no
yeah,
pressure, but thanks.
yeah. I need to get better at that. um, yeah, Artem Straps review came out. It was a fun one to do. I had a lot of fun. Uh, I have not attempted to take the 19 or the 20 mil strap off that 19 mil El
I mean,
Primero.
it's a good pairing, but yeah, I was worried about that because you said it was so stiff, right? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's like, oh, man, I had to squeeze the daylight out of it to get in there, and it worked. Um, I mean, there might be some damage on the back of the strap, which I'm okay with if I'm trying to get it out. I'll try to
Mhm,
like squeeze in on the strap and then get in
makes
there, but
sense.
we'll see. I don't want to take it off, so I'm okay for now. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So tonight I was gonna kind of do a shorter stream, if you're okay with that, Torn. We
Yeah,
were
sure.
was gonna kind of chat about the SLA 055, 057, and talk about prices. And I kind of talked about that on Clayton's podcast as well. Um, so I hope I'm not beating a dead horse here, but it was kind of at the forefront this week, talking about watch prices and watch models and Seiko and their price, going up the pricing ladder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll just hang out after, maybe. Yeah, see what you think about that. I'll bring it up and maybe you can share your thoughts. I'm sure you've seen these, Torin, if I'm not
Yeah, well,
mistaken.
actually, so on Thursday, I tried out the
Oh,
SLA double, no, the 055.
yeah.
Yeah, which I really like it, but yeah, the price is sky high. It's I think 5,900 Canadian. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
4,600 US dollars, 5,900 Canadian.
but I
Um,
gotta say, having it in hand, like it is a really well finished watch. I love the redesign of the bezel.
yeah.
And I had it like I pulled out a few pieces, right? I just didn't go to buy the Lake Sua.
Right.
I was trying out a few pieces, so I had that right beside the also the new Grand Seiko diver with the high beat movement. I can't remember
Okay.
what the model number is,
Yeah.
but the bezel action on that was like on this Seiko was better than the Grand Seiko in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
I can,
finishing was like it looked very similar to the Grand Seiko diver.
yeah. And the one you checked out was the steel version,
Yes,
high beat. Yeah.
yes, the steel
Um,
heavy. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And this is really not out of the out of line, I guess, from Seiko, Grand Seiko, or Seiko really. Uh, Before we get into that, thanks so much, Rob. That's very kind of you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope to chat with you soon. um, Spring Bar Space Sanjay coming soon. But yeah, I don't think this is the pricing is out of line. It's high, and it's just not a surprising price, because if you think about the SLA 037, which came out in 2019 2020, early 2020, that one was higher than this, I'm pretty sure. The SLA 037 was the 62 mass
Oh,
recreation.
right. Yes. Yeah.
It had the new high beat Seiko movement, so the 8L55. I'm pretty sure this has the 8L35 in it. Um,
Yeah.
and I think that was the justification for it being 7,000 Canadian. I'm not sure what it was in US dollars, but then we had the SLA 043, which Clayton has. That one is 4,500 US dollars. So this is only $100 more. And this has that sweet spot of a Grand Seiko case. Sorry, a Seiko case with the Marine Master 300 styling. This is kind of like a deluxe Marine Master 200, and it's 200 meters water resistant. But it has ever brilliant steel, which is I think one of the bigger drawing cards for this watch. Um, it has that 8L movement again, and yeah. So when you put those specs together, I think this is really compelling piece for me, for those who really like Seiko. I think this is a really compelling piece. The finishing is in another world, like compared to other dive watches in this price category. There's nothing that holds a candle I haven't even seen the watch in person, and I know the finishing is insane.
No, I
um
concur. It
yeah,
is phenomenal.
yeah.
I
So
struggle with the pricing a little just because when you mentioned like the Marine Master 300, right? Like the SLA
2321.
023.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, those watches, like, so that's a 300-meter diver. It
Yep.
does, the case finishing is very good. It's not as good and doesn't have the ever brilliant steel, but
Yep.
it also comes on a bracelet, has the exact same movement.
Yeah.
Um, and it's priced like what, $2,000, or I can't remember what the retail is on them, but you can, pick them up on the used market for like
$2,000.
2,500 or something like that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, something without a bracelet and not as much water resistance and the same movement, like that's where I kind of struggle. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love that watch. It's just I
Yeah.
don't know that I would pay full retail for it. And I think there's been some other reviewers suggesting like, when you factor in the full retail price of that watch and you want to buy a luxury diver, like there's really good Swiss options that are probably going to be attractive to more people. It's more for the enthusiast, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the same time, I think the SLA 023, I just looked up the price, is 3,100 US dollars. So if we're comparing the two prices, that's 3,100 US dollars to 4,600 US dollars. So $1,500 gap.
Hmm.
Um, I still think it's really worth it. So to me, the SLA 023, 021, the bracelet is trash. Anyway,
I
I
don't find it trash, to be honest. I started enjoying the clasp, even though it's bulky with the ratcheting extension.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
okay,
it just counterbalances the head of those watches pretty well. I think. I think
yeah.
it's kind of comfortable. I know you have to have a bigger wrist, I would say, because it's really long and
It's a long
unwieldy.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually found that watch really top heavy, even though the clasp, I guess it does somewhat counterbalance the watch, but it was super top heavy. It was a monocoque case too, so it had that
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah.
jut downwards
Yeah.
and a flat bottom, and so in the end,
Yeah.
the
It
watch
was.
is just
Yeah.
hanging over your wrist and like over my wrist. Clayton has had the Marine Master 300 a couple of times, the recent Sagaiha model,
Mhm.
and the 023 as well. We chat about that in the podcast. Maybe. Well, there was like an hour where we just chatted, and then we did an hour more of a podcast. So, but anyway, because that one towered over your wrist, I know I couldn't really get behind it. I almost purchased one, but I had the luxury of trying it out for a few days,
That's
and I
right.
was allowed to give it back. I couldn't I couldn't get behind it because of the monocoque case. Even though it's really cool tech, it was 44 millimeters uh, in diameter, 50 lug to lug. This one is trimmed down, like it's only 13 mil tall,
Yeah,
and
it
I think
wears way better too. Like I
yeah
tried it on my wrist. It's awesome, and the strap is very comfortable.
yeah yeah I really like that chocolate bar strap too.
Yeah.
um,
So I don't want to
so
minimize it. Yet, like my stance is, I love that watch, and I'm hoping to get one. But like if I do, it'll hopefully be, I can trade up to it a little bit, or like not pay full retail for it.
yeah. Yeah, and I really want this watch too. So I'd like to try it first because it's still 49 and a half lug to lug. I know it's gonna wear better than that sounds, just based on knowing that case a little bit over the years. Um, so I'm really optimistic about it. I think I'd be able to pull it off for my satisfaction.
Mhm.
And I if you really boil it down, $1,500. I know that's a lot of money, but you're getting this all new, super anti-corrosive steel, and it's not just 904L steel. It's something
It's
something
better,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, it's bright. It's like silver, like sterling silver, and it's
And
really
the angles, like the finishing on it it's just amazing. Like in person, it's you're right. Like nothing can really touch it at that price point in
yeah
terms of finishing.
yeah. And yeah, so if you're the kind of guy that appreciates it and you don't really care too much about the name on the dial, I think, it would have been nice for it to be said Grand Seiko, but
Yeah.
that kind
Or
of
not
is
prospects. Like even like take the X off, like maybe make it something different. I don't know. But
yeah. But if you can get over that, I think this is worth the money.
yeah.
So
If
it's
they
not.
actually designed the Grand Seiko diver like that, like you would sell way more Grand Seiko divers.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. Yeah. And it's a reasonable size too, and
I know.
it
If I
would
had
just
spring
be.
drive on it, I would have walked away with that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if it had spring drive, it would be in another ballpark price
Yeah,
wise. Um, Probably like
probably
maybe
like
like seven
7, 8
thousand
grand.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canadian. So, um, I feel like if they did do that though, if they did put Grand Seiko on that dial, it'd be like a kick in the shins, I think, to Seiko's heritage. I feel like that might be why they're not doing that, because Grand Seiko has their own dive watch and their
Yeah.
own design language. Which is very Rolexy, very Swiss, not Rolexy, Swiss, Swiss looking. While Seiko has this, very Japanese kind of. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like this watch, and um, you know, frankly, like Seiko could probably name their price, um, which they did with the recreation because it was close to like 8,000
I
Canadian,
know,
which
and it's sold out, right?
yeah, sold
Yeah.
sold out quick. There's one left at an 80 by my house. They're not discounting it. It's they're yeah, stubborn. I'm not that I was interested in that anyway because that has that monocoque case which is super tall.
Yeah.
But yeah, they priced that really high and they sold out. Which was surprising because when I was first looking at those watches, I remember talking about it and saying, "Who's gonna buy these? This is crazy! Like the prices are insane,"
Yeah.
and people bought them. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think in the chat. I know the price is a bit contentious. I was thinking of talking about this and watch Soup tomorrow too, because I was gonna actually bring up like the video that got me really thinking about this, which was Sam from Casual Watch Talk, um, Casual Watch Review. Sorry,
Mhm.
he did a video on this, and he was he was ranting and raving about it, how this Seiko's lost their way, and this is terrible. What's wrong with Seiko? What are they thinking? And I was like, "Oh, it's a year ago that would have made sense, but this is kind of par for the course right now." you know, maybe a year and a half ago you could say what's going on, and I did say that. What is Seiko thinking? But now I kind of I guess um, I guess it's like turning the heat up in the on the boiling water, and boiling the water with the frog in the pan. Anyway, death by a thousand cuts. But yeah, that's it really. Um, Dan is saying this is not four times nicer than the SPB 187. It's not, um, and it never will be. Come on, yeah, like diminishing law of diminishing returns and
Yeah,
stuff
it
like
is.
that. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, they're kind of they're. This is like what Seiko does. They don't really discontinue a previous model. They just make a new model and then raise the price up. Not crazy, maybe $100, $200, or they'll put something different in that watch to make it look like you're getting more. So in this case, they took the $3,100 of the SLA 023, put Ever Brilliant steel on it, and bumped it up $1,500. Uh, sure, they changed the watch, so there'll be retooling and stuff like that, you know. But yeah,
I think they even said like changing the crown tube would be easier too, like because that watch was made for some specific Arctic conservation group or something. Like I can't remember.
okay,
Aiden from Escapement and Watch did an in-depth review of this model, and
okay,
he was
yeah,
even talking about having to replace the gasket or the tube is actually they designed it better now. So
oh,
if
nice,
you needed to, you could down the road. Yeah.
yeah. I'll have to check that video out. Chaz saying I'd still rather have the spring drive movement used in the LX series. Seiko's for my money. Yeah, yeah. The LX series would have to be like this couldn't go in an LX series because it has to be titanium, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
is that all LX models is titanium?
Yeah, I think LX stands for like lightness, lux, maybe, which is being light. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's why. Um, Dancing Sanjay's been smoking the Seiko pipe too long. Hey, I could be very critical of Seiko. Ask Kevin. um, MD Chaz says, as far as SLAs go, I was impressed with the Uemura for 3100. Yeah, Uemura is very nice. Beautiful watch. Kind of large though, for me. Um, hey Neff, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. No worries. Merry Christmas and Boxing Day. That's funny. Were you planning to go anywhere tomorrow for Boxing Day stuff, Torin?
I mean, I just spent all my money on this one.
Yeah. Hey, that's worth
Hey,
it.
I can. I'm out
Sure.
offering a Boxing Day special on some watches. Sanjay, do you want a white birch?
Yeah. Uh, well, we'll see. Whoa, hey. Karan just
Yeah,
did
wow.
an insane super chat. Wow, Karan, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You don't really have to do that. That's too kind. We appreciate that. Um, let's sorry. Lost my position here on the chat. Oh, there it was. Justin was saying Sanjay had no mega phase, but has gravitated back to his Seiko roots.
Hmm.
Um, I'm I don't know. I still wouldn't buy a sub $1,500 Seiko as it stands because of the QC issues. So, and even this, I would like thoroughly um, quality control check this myself
Yeah,
before.
the one at your AD looked. The QC looked pretty good,
Yeah,
anecdotally to me.
yeah, that's good.
Although I spent more time with the Lake Sua than
Oh yeah,
that.
who could blame you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, Caliber YQG. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Um, let's see. Yeah, chat saying Jason needs to step up their whole sports lineup. They do. I feel like they're getting there with their recent.
I feel like how they started listening to consumer feedback, at least with this lineup.
Yeah,
Like if they did that more for their divers, like people really want to see like a 41, 42 millimeter, Grand Seiko diver.
I know it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. I thought it would be in 2021, but it has to happen in 2022.
I was actually really drawn to the new like the diver with the same movement in it, the 60th anniversary one, but it's like 46 millimeters in titanium.
Hmm.
But
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
your AD didn't have it, and like the apparently someone walked out with it just before my brother and I got there, so I couldn't
Really?
actually look at it. Yeah,
That's the one with the hobnail dial, right? The high
it's
beat
a
one.
dark blue dial, 5-day spring
Oh,
dive
okay,
power reserve,
okay.
right? Yeah,
I was thinking of the high beat. So you're thinking of the spring drive, I think.
yeah, the spring dive.
Yeah, that is the one with the 9R A5.
Yes, yes, because that is on the front. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, um, let's see. Bobby Leg, I think, is surprised about your pickup. I think.
Thanks, Bobby.
Let's see. Boxing Day is tomorrow. We know. No.
Yep, Boxing Day. Anyone in the chat? White Birch? No.
Yeah. Are you taking any trades?
You know what? So your sales rep, like John, he was like, "Don't sell the White Birch. Like, just keep both. It'll be the perfect 2 watch collection."
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna try and spare it. I am. But
Yeah. You know Brandon Menancio, right?
yeah, he just released a review of this watch.
Yeah, and he got the White Birch as well. So he you guys are bros.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
has
thought I
both.
was the only one crazy enough to get both watches.
No, no. He's actually he said at the end of his video likes the White Birch slightly more than the Sua. And
Yeah.
you like the Sua slightly more, right? Than
Well,
the
honeymooning with it, and in fact, again, tomorrow morning I'm releasing a video doing a head-to-head comparison between the two. So
Yeah.
I think that's going to be very informative for people if they want to take a look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
Maybe
great.
you can
Um,
actually comment in that one.
oh, I will definitely.
But I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Oh man, that's great. 911 Dan says need a new clasp on the diver. It's trash. I'm guessing you mean the Grand Seiko. I agree.
I mean, it's the same as like the SLA models,
Yeah,
essentially. Yeah.
yeah,
I do agree. I mean, they could do a lot to refine that and make it better. And at a Grand Seiko level, you think they would go above like what a Seiko class would be, but
you'd think so. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Could you imagine if Grand Seiko just put their like mind power behind making a perfect clasp? It would be so
yeah. I
epic.
picture them doing something like Glashütte Original or something with like a push like on the clasp, like a button you can push just to give you, tool list adjustment.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
it would be, man. Maybe it's coming. Hey, they've been listening, like especially with this nicely decorated 9SA5 that they've
Yeah.
done.
Like this
Um,
past year, they've knocked it out of the park, right? Like
yeah.
Grand Seiko's had a great year.
Past 2 years, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, they've done really well for themselves. Let's see. Bruce G, good to see you. And which watch did Torn pick up today? It was the I forget its nickname, but the Lake Sua.
Lake Sua. The
It was
SLGA 007.
a different name beginning with O that I always forget.
Oh yeah, it might be something else. I kept calling it the Lake Sua in my video. Hopefully that doesn't screw people up.
No, I think people
Because there's already a watch named that, right?
yeah, the 007. Oh, that's a 007 too. That's funny. The SPGY 007, I think, is probably called the Lake Sua, isn't it? Oh no, that's called the Omiwatari. Oh, I can't find this. I can't find the name. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Minamo.
Yes, there you go.
Yes,
Yep.
there you go.
Yep. Yep.
So the Omiwatari and the Minamo. It would be Neff saying that would be a cool comparison video.
Yeah, please check it out. It'll go live tomorrow morning I scheduled it. So.
Yeah. Karen saying Wilson picked up a watch today. Cool. Wonder what it is. Oh, okay. It's on my WhatsApp. My phone is not here though, so I can't show it to you guys. I wouldn't for you, Wilson. Um, just so you know. Hey, Reinhardt's here too. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're having a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. And Meznine, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Checking in. Still have family here, but wanted to stop by. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Hope
Mm-hmm.
hope you have a great Christmas. But yeah, that was really the short topic that I had for today. Kind of wanted to keep it a little light. Tomorrow's watch soup will be a little light too. Uh, I don't think I'll talk about this again. I'll beat this dead horse 3 times, but um, yeah, I'll take that video down from Watch Soup. But we should have a fun chat tomorrow. Guys, do check out Torrens videos coming up. His state of the collection was great,
Thanks.
and yeah, and your video coming out tomorrow. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. I think people enjoy it, and I enjoyed filming the two watches side by side. It was cool.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. Sorry, I got a little distracted here with the chat. Wilson, I watched it. I'm trying to see if Wilson would respond and say what it is. Come on,
Yeah.
Wilson, let us know.
Drop a hint, Wilson.
Yeah, what is it? Is it like a big watch, like a big purchase? But anyway, yeah, I don't think I can stall any longer. But thanks everyone for for stopping by. I hope we didn't let you down here or anything. Uh, I'll take care. Take care, everyone. Remember, you guys are all infinitely precious, infinitely valuable. Time is running out, guys. Make the best of it, especially when you have family around this time of year. You know, make the best of it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye,
Yep.
everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.